Mathematics Class 12 Chapter 7 Integrals. Some properties of definite integrals. Property P0. Integral a to b fx dx is equal to integral a to b f of t dt. The proof it follows directly by making the substitution x is equal to t. So put x is equal to t. Then you differentiate dx equal to dt. So dx will become dt. Change the limit. Then you put x is equal to a, t will come a. Put x equal to b, t will come b. So it is direct substituting x equal to t, you will get the property P0. Property P1. Integral a to b fx dx is equal to minus integral b to a fx dx. Here if you interchange the limit a to b, you make as b to a. The integral becomes negative. The particular case, integral a to b fx dx equal to 0. Let capital F be antiderivative of small f. By second fundamental theorem of calculus, integral a to b fx dx gives you f of b minus f of a. Interchange this order, so minus f of a plus f of b. Take negative common, f of a minus f of b. This term which is in the bracket can be written as integral b to a fx dx, and this negative. We have proved integral a to b fx dx equal to minus integral b to a fx dx. Now if you put a is equal to b, so if you put here instead of a b, then f of b minus f of b, which gives you 0. So integral a to a fx dx equal to 0. That is a particular case. Property P2. Integral a to b fx dx is equal to integral a to c fx dx plus integral c to b fx dx. C is between a to b. Let capital F be antiderivative of small f. Then integral a to b fx dx is equal to f of b minus f of a, quadratic number 1. Integral a to c fx dx is equal to f of c minus f of a, quadratic number 2. And integral c to b fx dx is equal to f of b minus f of c, quadratic number 3. So for all these three, we apply the second fundamental theorem of calculus. Now adding 2 and 3. So we add this left side and right side. Integral a to c fx dx is plus integral c to b fx dx equal to this all. fc minus fa plus this one, fb minus fc. So fc plus fc minus cut, here minus fa plus fb. You can write fb minus fa, but this equal to integral a to b fx dx. So we have proved integral a to b fx dx equal to integral a to c fx dx plus integral c to b fx dx. Property 3, P3. Integral a to b fx dx is equal to integral a to b f a plus b minus x dx. Let t is equal to a plus b minus x. Differentiate, so t is dt, a and b are constant, so minus x will be minus dx. Change the limit when x is equal to a, put a here. So a plus a minus cut, so t value will be b. So t value is b. And when x is equal to b, if you put b here, b plus b cut, b minus cut, so t is equal to a. Therefore you take this part, integral a to b fx dx. Instead of x, you are going to put, if you change transfer x here negative and t here, that means a plus b minus t here. Instead of dt minus dx, so minus dx is equal to minus to transfer, so dt. So instead of dx, you put minus dt. And the limit when a is there, b, and a, b, then a. First you change this limit using property P1 and make it plus. So I am changing the property using property b P1 and changing the limit. So a to b and negative is cancelled. F of a plus b minus t dt. Now using property B0, change the variable t to x. So integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. So that is the proof for property P3. P4. Integral 0 to a fx dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Put t is equal to a minus x. Differentiate. So this is dt, this is minus dx. Change the limit when x equal to 0, put 0, t is equal to a. Put x equal to a, then t will be 0. Take this part of integral 0 to a fx dx equal to minus 0 then a then 0. Minus y, because dx is equal to minus dt. So minus dt. And instead of x, you are going to put a minus t, interchange t and x, so you get a minus t. So first you use the property P1 and change the limit. Okay. So a to 0, you change it to 0 to a, and negative you cut because it will be negative. Then using property P0, convert t into x. So you get integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So that is a proof for property P4. Property P5. Integral 0 to 2a fx dx equal to integral 0 to a f of x dx plus integral 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. Using property P2, integral 0 to 2a fx dx. P2 is this one, a to b, then you can write a to c and c to b. Okay, so we are going to change into 0 to 2a as 0 to a and a to 2a. Okay, so using property P2, so 0 to 2a fx dx gives you 0 to a fx dx plus a to 2a fx dx. Okay, 0 to a and a to 2a. Just breaking the 0 to 2a property into 0 to a and a to 2a. Now take t is equal to 2a minus x. This implies dt is equal to minus ds. Change the limit. When x equal to 0, t will be 2a. When x equal to 2a, t will be 0. Second integrand, so this part second integrand will take integral a to 2a fx ds is equal to minus integral a to 0 f of 2a minus t dt. Instead of x, we are putting this value 2a, t you transfer, so 2a minus t dt. Change the limit and make this positive, so 0 to a f of 2a minus t dt. Now instead of t, use the property p naught and put instead of t x, so 0 to a integral f of 2a minus x dx. So you get integral 0 to 2a f of x dx equal to integral 0 to a fx dx plus integral 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. So that is the proof for property 5. Property P6, integral 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to 2 times integral 0 to a fx dx if f is f of 2a minus x equal to fx, and 0 if f of 2a minus x equal to minus fx. Now using property 5, that is this one. Okay, we will use this property. Integral 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to integral 0 to a fx dx minus integral 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. This is number 1. Okay, this property I am calling is as 1. Now if f of 2a minus x, okay, you take as fx. So what happens if you put fx, then this number 1 here put 1 same thing, so it become twice. Written here integral 0 to 2a fx dx equal to integral 0 to a fx dx plus integral 0 to a fx dx equal to 2 times integral 0 to a fx dx. Now we put f of 2a minus x equal to minus fx. Okay, this become this value you put as a minus fx in this. Okay, if you put minus 2 minus f of x, it will cancel. So 1 becomes integral 0 to 2a f of x dx equal to integral 0 to a fx dx minus integral 0 to a fx dx, which gives you 0. That is the proof for property P6. Property P7, integral minus a to a fx dx is equal to 2 times integral 0 to a fx dx. F is even. Even means f of minus x equal to f of x. And minus a fx dx equal to 0 if f is odd, that is f of minus x equal to minus fx. Using property P2, this property. Okay, we are going to use the property P2. Minus a to a fx dx is equal to minus a to 0 fx plus 0 to a f of x dx. Okay, let us take t is equal to minus x, then dt is equal to minus dx, then x is equal to a minus a implies t is equal to a. Okay, when you put minus a, this is minus a. Okay, not plus a, it is minus a. So when you put minus a, you will get it as the plus a, and if you put here this one, I mean sorry, okay, this is the one. So if you put x is equal to minus a, t is 0. If you put x is equal to 0, this 0, t is equal to 0, and x is equal to minus t. Okay, if this x t is equal to minus x, so x is equal to minus t. So let us put in the first part. So minus, because when I differentiate, dt is equal to minus ds, so ds is equal to minus dt, so minus dt. Instead of x, you are taking minus t, so minus t. And 0 to a, this not changing, this as it is. Change the limit, okay, and make it positive. So 0 to a f of minus x dx plus integral 0 to a f of x dx. Now this is by property P naught. Okay, call it number 1. If f is even, okay, if you take f is even means f of minus x is equal to f of x, then this number 1, this is the one number that becomes integral minus a to a fx dx is equal to integral 0 to a fx dx plus integral 0 to a fx dx. These are same, so equal to 2 times integral 0 to a fx dx. If f is odd, that is f of minus x equal to minus of fx, then this number 1, okay, it becomes integral minus a to a fx dx is equal to minus integral 0 to a fx dx plus integral 0 to a fx dx, and both are same, but one is positive, one is negative, so it cancel each other and the answer is 0. So that is proof for property P7. Exercise 7.11. By using property of differential, definitive, integral, evaluate, integral in exercise 1 to 19. So the property which we have done till now, that you have to use and integrate the given questions. Number 1, I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 cos square x dx. Query number 1. We'll use property 4, which says that integral 0 to a fx ds is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay, so a means the upper limit and x is x. Okay, so we apply here, instead of a it is pi by 2 here. Okay, a is pi by 2 here, so you have to remember that instead of a you put pi by 2 minus x wherever is x. So integral 0 to pi by 2 cos square, instead of x you put a minus x, that is upper limit minus x, so pi by 2 minus x dx. Okay, so you know cos pi by 2 gives you sine here square, so sine square x dx. This call number 2, and this which is given to you question, call it number I 1. Now add 1 and 2. So when you add this I, this also is I, so I plus I gives you 2I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2, this one I am writing cos square x dx, plus this one integral 0 to pi by 2 sine square x dx. Integral common limits, so take out integral 0 to pi by 2 cos square x plus here remains sin square x dx. Cos square sin square is 1, so 1 dx. Integral of 1 is x, so integral of 1 is x and limit is 0 to pi by 2. So first you put pi by 2 minus 0, and this 2 I, so 2 you transfer here, so I is equal to 1 by 2 pi by 2 minus 0. So multiply 1 into pi is pi, 2 into 2 is 4, so pi by 4 is the answer for question number 1. Question number 2. I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 square root of sin x divided by square root of sin x plus square root of cos x dx. Call this number 1. Again we use the property P4, which says that integral 0 to a fx dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x. Okay, so this x becomes a minus x, upper limit minus x. Okay, so we'll apply here pi by 2 minus x will come. So I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 square root of sine, instead of x pi by 2 minus x. Here also square root of sine pi by 2 minus x. Here plus square root of cos pi by 2 minus x instead of x. Sine pi by 2 minus x is cos x. Sine pi by 2 minus x is cos. Here also sine pi by 2 minus x is sine. Quality number 2. Now add 1 and 2. Okay, so when you add, this side becomes I plus I gives you 2I, and this side becomes, that is right side becomes this one plus this one. Okay, so 0 to pi by 2 integral square root of sin x dx divided by square root of sin x plus square root of cos x plus integral 0 to pi by 2 square root of cos x, this one divided by square root of cos x plus square root of sin x dx. Integral is same, take out. Denominator is same, so just add the numerator. So what you get is square root of sin x plus square root of cos x divided by, the denominator is same, so square root of sin x plus square root of cos x dx. You can cancel because both are same, so cancel, you get 1. So integral 0 to pi by 2 1 dx. Integral of 1 is x, 0 to pi by 2. Put first pi by 2 and 0, and here 2I is there, 2 you transfer, so 1 by 2 here, and here I. So 1 by 2, first you put upper limit pi by 2 minus 0. Multiply 1 into pi is pi, 2 into 2 is 4. So that is the answer for question number 2. Question number 3. I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 sine power 3 by 2x divided by sine power 3 by 2x plus cos 3 by 2 power 3 by 2x dx. Call this number 1, this is I. Now use again property P4, which says integral 0 to a f of x dx equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So instead of x, we'll write pi by 2 minus x. Okay, all these three places. So 0 to pi by 2 sine power 3 by 2 pi by 2 minus x divided by sine 3 by 2 pi by 2 minus x plus cos 3 by 2 power pi by 2 minus x dx. And sine pi by 2 gives you cos, this sine pi by 2 gives you cos pi by 2 gives you sine. Power remains the same. Now this you call number 2, so adding 1 and 2. So this side becomes I plus I is 2I, okay, left hand side, and right side you can just add up. So sine, I am directly adding, not adding, first I am taking the integral common. So integral 0 to pi by 2, and this one sine 3 power 3 by 2 x by this one sine 3 by 2x plus cos 3 by 2x plus cos power 3 by 2x divided by cos 3 power 3 by 2 x plus sine 3 by 2x. So denominator is same, add the numerator. So numerator you add, denominator as it is, but these two becomes equal, so cut, so it becomes 1. So integral 0 to pi by 2 1 dx. Integral of 1 is x, and this side 2 is there, that 2 you transfer, it is 1 by 2. Put the upper limit minus the lower limit, so pi by 2 minus 0. Multiply inside, so 1 into pi is pi, 2 into 2 is 4. So pi by 4 is the answer for question number 3. Question number 4, I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 cos power 5x divided by sin power 5x plus cos power 5x dx. Coordinate number 1. Same property we use, integral 0 to a p4 fx dx equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Instead of x, you write pi by 2 minus x. Okay, all three places. So integral 0 to pi by 2 cos power 5 pi by 2 minus x sin power 5 pi by 2 minus x plus cos power 5 pi by 2 minus x. Cos pi by 2 gives you sin pi by 2 gives you cos pi by 2 gives you sin. The limit power remains the same, call it number 2. Now add 1 and 2. This side becomes 2 I plus I is 2I equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 take common and directly I am adding this plus this. Okay, because it is the same like the previously. So cos power 5x plus sin power 5x and denominator will be the same. Cut, so you get 1 dx. Integral of 1 is x. This 2I, so 2 you transfer, so I is equal to 1 by 2 x. Apply the upper limit minus the lower limit. So 1 by 2, upper limit is pi by 2 minus 0. Multiply, so 1 into pi is pi, 2 into 2 is 4. So that is the answer for question number 4. Question number 5. I is equal to integral minus 5 to 5 modulus of x plus 2 dx. Now here you have to break this minus 5 to 5. Okay, in between in two terms. Okay, in between 2. So how will you divide this minus 5 to 5? You can just say that x plus 2 you equate with 0. Okay, so find the 0. So what is x is equal to? X is equal to minus 2. So you take minus 5 to minus 2 and minus 2 to 5. Okay, so I'll break this x plus 2 equate with 0. So you get x equal to minus 2. So minus 5 to minus 2 and minus 2 to 5. So that way you can divide the limit, that is minus 5 to 5. So as this I have divided here, I'll write minus 5 to minus 2 integral modulus of x plus 2 dx plus integral now minus 2 to 5 modulus of x plus 2 dx. Now minus 5 to minus 2. Now in between this limit, this answer will be negative. Okay, so minus of this x plus 2 dx plus this answer will be positive between this limit. So minus 2 to 5 x plus 2 dx. I have removed the modulus, this will be negative. Okay, because this value of 2x will be less than minus 2, right? So you can say that this negative answer will come. Okay, less than minus 2 means minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So for that answer is negative. Here answer is positive. Let us integrate this minus here. X integral is x square by 2 plus 2x. Okay, lower limit minus 5, upper limit minus 2. Here also integral is same, x square by 2 plus 2 is 2x. Lower limit minus 2, upper limit 5. Now you have to put the limit. First the upper limit minus the lower limit. So first I'll apply the upper limit both the places. So here x is equal to minus 2 square by 2 plus 2 instead of x minus 2. Minus, when you apply lower limit, minus is there. Okay, just like fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay, this one. This is the one. Upper limit minus the lower limit. Okay, we have done this previously. So I am putting minus here. So minus, now lower limit is minus 5. So minus 5 square by 2 minus, why becomes minus? Because there is a bracket and I am opening and this minus is there. So 2 minus 5. Okay, plus now for this one. So apply the upper limit. So 5 square by 2 plus 2 into 5. Okay, 2 into 5. Minus lower limit. So minus 2 square by 2 minus 2 into 2. Okay, and this minus which is here is coming here. Minus 2 square is 4 by 2. 2 into 2 is minus 2, minus 4. Minus 5 square is 25. So minus 25 by 2 minus a minus plus 2 into 5 is 10. Plus this one 5 square 25 plus 10. 2 square is 4 by 2 minus 2 into 2 is plus 4. Okay, I just simplify it. You calculate. So when you calculate, you get for the first this bracket you will get here minus is here. This will get 2 minus 4 plus this 10 and this one. Okay, and then you combine together, you will get minus 8 and I am opening this. So minus 8 and minus a minus plus 25 by 2. Okay, here also I am adding 10 plus 4 and this 4 by 2 means 2. When you simplify this, you get 25 by 2 plus 14 minus 2. Okay, and then when you write here 25 by 2 plus 12, simplify, you get 4 plus 25 equal to 29. So that is the answer for question number 5. Question number 6, integral 2 to 8 modulus of x minus 5 dx. Here also it is modulus 2 to 8, so you have to break this limit. Okay, so same way you took x plus 5, no? So you take x minus 5, take x minus 5 is equal to 0, so you get x is equal to 5. So limit you divide into 5, 2 to 5 and 5 to 8, up to 8 only you can go. So it is 2 to 5 and 5 to 8. So I have divided into 2 to 5, x minus 5 and 5 to 8. Okay, 2 to 5, this will be negative answer, so I have put minus. Okay, 2 to 5 integral minus x minus 5 dx plus 5 to 8, it will be positive. Okay, here also you should put modulus, because modulus if you remove you have to put minus here. Okay, so first you put modulus, better we write modulus here because it should be written modulus. So this is modulus and this also modulus. After giving the limit, removing the modulus, it will come, this will, first part will be negative, second will be positive. Now integrate, integral of x is x square by 2 minus 5 is 5x. Plus this integral is same, x square by 2 minus 5x. Here limit is 2 to 5, and this is 5 to 8. Okay, this should be 5, not 8, it should be 5. Okay, now let us put the limit, first the lower limit and then the upper limit. So 2 to 5 first we'll put, so first we'll put 5 upper limit. Okay, so 5 square by 2 minus 5 into 5 minus 2 square by 2 plus 5 into 2 plus 8 square by 2 minus 5 into 8 minus 5 square by 2 plus 5 into 5. Okay, so we have placed the limit. So you get 25 by 2, 5 into 5, 25. This minus I am multiplying. Okay, and 1 2 per, so plus 2, and 5 into 2 is 10, so minus 10. Here 64 by 2, here 40, here 25 by 2 plus here 25. Okay, so what you get here, 25 and minus 25 is minus 50 by 2. Okay, plus 64 by 2. Then 25 plus 25 is 50, minus 40 minus 10 is 50, and this is plus 2. But this is minus 50 minus plus 50 cut. This also gives you minus 25, this gives you 32 and plus 2. So answer is 9. Okay, when you simplify you get answer as 9. That is the answer for question number 6. Question number 7, I is equal to integral 0 to 1 x 1 minus x power n ds. Apply the property P4, that is f of x, integral 0 to a gives you integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay, so instead of x you have to put here 1 minus x, here also 1 minus x. So instead of x 1 minus x, here also instead of x 1 minus x. This negative is, so when you open the bracket this becomes negative, this becomes positive. See here. Okay, and here what you get, 1 minus x and x power n I have written here. Now this x power n multiply here and here. So here when you multiply x power n, when you multiply here x power n plus 1 dx. Integrate, x power n is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1, and n plus 1 will become n plus 2 by n plus 2. Okay, so x power n plus 2 by n plus 2. Now 0 to 1, so apply the upper limit. When I put 0 0 it will be 0, so I'll put only upper limit. So 1 power anything is 1, so 1 power 1 and 1 n plus 1 divide by this n plus 1, minus 1 power n plus 2 divide by n plus 2. This is 1, this also is 1, because anything power 1 is 1. So I'll cross multiply here, take LCM. So here you multiply n plus 2 minus here n plus 1 divide by the denominator n plus 1 n plus 2. When you open the bracket this becomes minus n, this becomes minus 1. So n cut, plus 2 minus 1 gives you 1, and denominator as it is. So that is the answer for question number 7. Question number 8. I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 4 log 1 plus tan x dx, coordinate number 1. By property P4, integral 0 to a fx dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. We are using this property many times. Okay, so it is, now you are familiar with this property. So here a is pi by 4, so instead of x you put pi by 4 minus x. So integral 0 to pi by 4 log 1 plus tan instead of x pi by 4 minus x dx. I'll use the formula of tan x minus y. Okay, tan x minus y is tan x minus tan y divided by 1 plus tan x tan y. So I am using that formula and writing here, this 1 is as it is, log is as it is, plus integral also same. I am applying here tan pi by 4 minus tan x divided by 1 plus tan pi by 4 tan x. Tan pi by 4 value is 1, so I put here 1, here 1. So what you get is log integral 0 to pi by 2 log, pi by 4 log 1 plus 1 minus tan x divided by 1 plus tan x. Here take LCM, this you take LCM, so you get here integral 0 to pi by 4 log, here you multiply with 1, so 1 plus tan x plus 1 minus tan x divided by 1 plus tan x. Tan x plus tan x minus cut, 1 plus 1 2, so 2, denominator is 1 plus tan x dx. Okay, coordinate number 2. Now adding 1 and 2, adding 1 and 2. So what you get is I plus I2i equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 log 1 plus 10 x pi by 10 x dx plus integral 0 to pi by 4. See, this log 2 divided by 1 plus 10x can be written as log 2 minus log 1 plus 10x using log property. So integral 0 to pi by 4 log 2 dx minus integral 0 to pi by 4 log 1 plus 10x. Okay, I am using log property for this. Log m by n. So this positive, this negative cancel. So remains only this one. So log 2 is a constant term. Take out of the integral 0 to pi by 4 1 ds. Integral of 1 is x 0 to pi by 4. Put the upper limit minus the lower limit. And these two you transfer here, it comes denominator. So 1 by 2 log 2, this one. And pi by 4 minus 0. This pi by 4 and 1 by 2 multiply. So 1 into pi is pi, 2 into 4 is 8, and this log 2. So this is the answer, pi by 8 minus log 2. That is the answer for question number 8. Question number 9. Integral 0 to 2 x square root of 2a minus x dx by property P4. Okay, same property, integral 0 to a fx dx equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay, so instead of x you have to put 2 minus x. So I put here instead of x 2 minus x, instead of x 2 minus x becomes 2 plus x. 2 minus 2 plus cut. So what remains only square root of x, that is x power 1 by 2. I'll multiply inside. So 2 x power 1 by 2 minus x power 1 by 2 plus 1 gives you 3 by 2 power. Okay, now integrate. So 2 x power 1 by 2 is x power 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 minus x power 3 by 2 plus 1 divided by 3 by 2 plus 1, and limit is 0 to 2. This is x power 3 by 2. You take LCM, 2 plus 1 3. Here also LCM, so 3 by 2 minus here take LCM, so 2 plus 3 is 5 by 2 and denominator also 5 by 2, 0 to 2. These two I am taking up and multiplying by 4 by 3, and these two take us to 2 by 5. Okay, now put the upper limit, and when you put lower limit is 0, so I am not putting. Okay, I am putting only upper limit. So 2 here, 2 here. So I am putting 2 power 3 by 2, 2 power 5 by 2. First I am doing 2 cube, that is 8 power 1 by 2. Here also 2 power 5, 32 power 1 by 2. And 8 power 1 by 2 is 2 root 2. And 32 power 1 by 2 is 4 root 2. Okay, 4 into 2, 8. And 2 into 4 is 8. Okay, now LCM is 3 into 5 is 15. So here I multiply by 5. So 5 into 4 into 2 gives you 40 root 2. And here you multiply by 3, which gives you 24 root 2 minus. Okay, find the difference. You get 16 root 2 by 15. So that is the answer for question number 9. Question number 10. Integral 0 to pi by 2, 2 log sine minus log sine 2x dx. Integral 0 to pi by 2 log, these two you take here. Okay, it will go sine square x minus log sine 2x. Log property, log m minus log n can be written as log m by n. So log sine square divided by sine 2x. Okay, I have written. And I am using sine 2x formula, that is 2 sine x cos x. So 1 sine cut, so 1 by 2 remains and sine by cos remains 10. So we get integral 0 to pi by 2 log 10x by 2 dx. Call it number 1. Again use property 2. Property 4. Same property I have not written. Okay, the property is this one. Same property I am not writing here. Directly I am using. So log 10 pi by 2 minus x by 2 dx. 10 pi by 2 gives you cot. So cot x by 2. Now 1 and 2. So add 1 and 2. So adding 1 and 2. So left hand side 2i equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 log 10x by 2 plus log cot x by 2. Plus means you have to multiply these. Okay, that is the log property. So log 10x by 2 into cot x by 2. 10 and cot are inverse of each other, so they will cut. 2 is 4, so 1 by 4. Log 1 by 4 is a constant, take out in the integral. Okay, and this side is 2i. Okay, when you add it is 2i, so 2 you transfer. So I is equal to 1 by 2 log 1 by 4, and it is remains 1. Integral of 1 is x, so x 0 to pi by 2. Put pi by 2 first, then 0. Then 1 by 2 log 1 by 4 pi by 2 minus 0. Now this 1 by 2 you take as a power, okay, for 1 by 4. So this pi by 2 is here. Square root of 1 is 1 and 4 is 2. Okay, so answer will be pi by 2 log 1 by 2. So we'll keep this much. Thank you very much.